What's up, YouTube? We got another tutorial for y'all today, man. I'm cutting my good man from high school. For those of y'all who don't know, this a dangerous man right here. This my right hand right here. Got a nice little undercut for y'all. First thing you want to do is get all that hair out the way. Gots to. Next thing you want to do is make sure you want to comb everything down. You either comb everything down or brush everything down, okay? It's not very smart to just go ahead and start cutting without brushing or combing everything down. That's not smart. Your haircut 9 times out of 10 is gonna look sloppy if you don't do this first. So this is a very, very good first step, man. Then I go in with my wall magic clips with the lever closed. I flip the clippers like this to give me that effect like I'm going in with my trimmers and putting in the ball line, but I'm actually not. This makes it a lot easier to get a crispy guideline, and it's a lot easier to take out for all my beginners. I'm gonna stay under that fold in the back of his neck, and I'm gonna keep everything consistent all the way around the head. And you want to make sure that your fade looks the same on both sides, because if the guidelines are off, the final product is going to be a little off. So make sure your guidelines are consistent all the way around the head, because how you start is how you finish. All right, now with my lever open, pretty self-explanatory. You're going to go up about a 1/2 inch and just do the same thing. Follow that first guideline all the way around the head. Notice where I'm going to with my clip, with my second guideline, how high I'm going. All right, so my client right here, he doesn't like for his fade to be too light at the top of his fade. He likes to keep it dark, so that's why I'm going in with my one guard open, not closed. I'm going with it open so I can kind of see the.
If Stunner didn't produce it, your shit flop.
Shout out to my boy Jaden for this beat, man. Dang. All right. So now with my zero, my half guard, excuse me, I'm open. Going to the top of the fade. Remember, we went one open. So this half guard open is going to blend perfectly into that. It's not going to take too much off. Now I'm closed. Getting that middle guideline out. Using my corners only, fellas. Only using my corners. Make sure I don't go too high into the fade. I don't want to push the fade up any higher than what it is. Alright, so now I'm no guard, lever open, fading out that bottom panel, keeping everything consistent, hitting any dark spots, anything that's out of uniform, I'm hitting it with my corners. As you can see, the fade is coming together already. You can tell. You can just tell this is going to be a good one. Now I'm halfway using my corners. It may look like I'm using the whole full blade, but promise you guys, I'm using my corners, man. All right, now I'm all the way close. All right, now I got my 1.5 guard going all the way to the top of his head, making sure everything is cut, everything is laid down. Hitting everything. Like I said, my client like his top of his fade a little darker. He likes to see his transition. That's why I'm fading it this way. Once you do it this way, you can kind of control how dark that top half of your fade is. As you can see, our bottom half is fully blown out. It's faded, okay? Now all we gotta do is kind of meet in the middle. And this gives me a lot of control. I know exactly where I have to hit it to get this blend. Got that 1.5 guard closed now. Going almost to the top of his head. Just a little bit below. A little bit below his parietal ridge. And I'm taking my time. Consistent strokes, making sure that hair is laid until I move on to my next guard. Alright, now we had that one. And remember, we already went one open. So we're going with that one guard close, only hitting that with our corners, blending this fade out. As you can see, it's looking blurry. It's looking real blurry. You guys want to always make sure you combing or brushing the hair down too. You want that hair to lay down as much as possible. Give you the cleanest cut. Now we with our half guard lever closed. Remember, we was already lever open. We're just cleaning up any spots that look out of place, out of uniform. We're hitting it to make sure this fade is even all the way through. No dark spots. We want a good gradiency from that 1.5 all the way down to no guard.
If Stunner didn't produce it, your shit flop.
Shout out to my boy Jaden for this beat too, man. It's a little different. So you guys seen the first steps on the first side. All you gotta do is follow along now. It's pretty simple.
Stunner didn't produce it, your shit flop.
With that 1.5 guard close, going to work, making sure everything is consistent, everything looks good, keeping that top half dark, brushing all those hairs down. It's gonna be a good fade, man. That one guard close, it's gonna be a nice fade, man. Got a treat for y'all, man. This beat so cold, man. Y'all see that blend, man? Y'all see that blend, man? Got my boy in there. Blending out that bottom half, meeting in the middle. I feel like I like this method because I can kind of control where I want the fade to go. If I want to bring it up a little higher, I can. If I want to keep it where it's at, I can as well. I just wanted to show you guys the back, how I connected it. Keep in mind that I started my bottom guideline below that fold. So if I'd have went into that fold, this fade would have looked a little off. It wouldn't have been even all the way around his head. So right now I'm just playing with that lever, connecting the fade from the side to the back, making sure everything looks clean all the way around. I threw that 1.5 guard, that half guard back on, close, hit. All right, so now we about to do his hairline. This step is kind of self-explanatory. We're just gonna get all the hair out the way so you can see what you're working with. And then you're just gonna brush everything down. This step is really important because if you don't, you're gonna have kind of a uneven hairline. It's gonna be hair everywhere. But this step right here is pretty important. You want to go in with your one guard open, knock all of that excess hair off. You want to lay all the hairs down. That's why I'm going with the grain. Getting all that excess hair off. We don't want a bulky hairline, man. Use my liquid razor. This is going to dry the hair out. Give us a nice dry canvas to work with. You don't want an oily skin for a hairline. You want everything to be dry and crispy. As you can see, his hairline is a little higher naturally on his right side. So watch how I finesse it. Then I go in with my got to be. I kind of jump back and forth between got to be and Tresemme. Really doesn't matter. I like got to be a little bit more. But it doesn't really matter which holding spray you use as long as it locks all that hair in place. You're good. And when you using this, guys, use cold air when you go back with it with your blow dryer. Because if you use hot air, it'll make the skin real, like, kind of almost, like, I don't even know the word to explain it. Like, it's just guppy. Like, you just don't want it. It's too much when you do that. So when I do my hairline, I start directly in the middle, and then I work my way over. So right here, I'm gonna start directly in the middle, and I'm gonna work my way over to my right side. I usually start with my right side because that's the side that I do everything with. It's more comfortable for me. You wanna go all the way to his vertical bars.
If Stunner didn't produce it, your shit flop.
Alright, then we're gonna do the same thing for the other side. Start in the middle. Work your way across. And you can see I made his hairline even without pushing him back. That's one thing you want to do. You want to keep that natural line crispy, but don't push him back. Because it's easy to get a crispy line and push somebody back. But it's hard to keep that natural line without pushing him back and it being crispy, you know? Right now we're working on our vertical bars. I'm looking in the mirror right now to check my work. The mirror never lies, fellas. That mirror is never going to lie to you. Okay? Look in that mirror. If it's off in the mirror, it's off. It's off, okay? The mirror is not going to play no tricks on you. Always check your work. Just fixing this corner up a little bit. All right, so right now I'm going in with some fibers. His hairline is a little lighter. Just want to make it dark. That's all. He didn't need it. I just wanted to add it, mainly for the video sake. The video's sake. I'm just gonna go on there and lightly apply it. I don't want to use too much. He doesn't really need it. I just want to make that line a little bit more defined. Just gonna spray it on and then go right behind it and line them back up. Make sure you want to get all those fibers off of the forehead. You want to take your time with this step because before you go back over it with some holding spray, you want to make sure it's the final say all be all because you want that line to be crispy, not funny looking. So that's the final product with the enhancements. You can see everything looks clean, straight. I'm about to work on my boy's beard. Now I usually don't show beard lineups, but I wanted to show you guys how I faded my beard out and stuff like that. When it comes to fading the top half of the beard, I really don't try to overcomplicate it. I usually go one guard, either open or closed, and then I might go with my half guard, but usually I just go no guard, and then just kind of touch it out until it's all faded out. You can see I'm just playing with that lever right now. I wanted to show you guys this beard lining, man. Came out super crispy, man. Super crispy. Using the corner of my blade to get that nice C, that nice curvature in his beard. We're gonna do the same thing to the other side. Hitting everything twice. Hit it once, comb it out, hit it again. Keeping his beard as natural as possible too. He likes his beard a little up higher. He don't like for it to go down too low. Right now I'm just fixing that line up, man. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video, enjoyed the cut. Here's the before. My boy was looking like a slave out here, man. I had to bring him back. My boy, Meech, I love you, boy. I had to bring you back, though, man. Here's the after, man. Here's the after. His hair was a little bit all over the place. I should have kept it pinned up, but it's all good, though, man. Y'all get the picture. Y'all get the picture. Clean lines, man. Clean fades, man. Yeah, my boy is looking good.
Looking alright.